This is probably, for those of you who just here for the education, this is probably one of the most important slides to really look into. Particularly with us, we are rules-based algorithms. So I'll get to that here in a second, but what markets do our systems trade, or what should you analyze from just not only our systems, but maybe any other firm that you're looking at? My 2 cents, and you can do your own research on this, but my 2 cents is heavily avoid anything that's offshore Forex or offshore crypto. Those are not regulated. Those are not protected. Those brokers are 1000% betting against you. They want you to lose not only on your commissions, all those brokers make money on commissions, but they want you to lose your capital. That's why these sketchy Forex brokers will partner with these sketchy Forex algo companies. So that's not us. We use US regulated index futures. Okay. Number two, does it survive in every market regime? If someone's going to just show you trading results for the last week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 year, that's not going to be multiple cycles. From 2020, we all know that we've had some crazy stuff go on, not only in the markets, but just in the overall world. Different presidents, rate hikes, rate drops or rate cuts, COVID, everything shutting down, everything being turned back up, bull runs, bear drops, crazy amount of different market cycles. That's why we like to look at that data up to that point, because it's when the most amount of retail volume started to come in, and we had a bunch of different things happening throughout that market period. So we believe that that edge, if it survived over that period of time, will hopefully continue to survive moving forward. Before I get to number three, one of the other things that's really not named on here is you really want to be working with a firm who's constantly developing and testing new systems. They're not just going to say, hey, here's our shoebox of shoes, and once these shoes wear out, sorry, that sucks, you're barefoot for the rest of your life. No, we're constantly building new systems, testing against new systems, constantly assessing market regimes, running parameter sweeps, making sure that we're constantly putting our best foot forward. Perfect example was this past month. We had an algorithm that started to perform not as well as it's supposed to, right? Its edge started to degrade. So we didn't just say, oh, well, hopefully, we can make it back. Once it hits below a certain threshold, we cut it. Now, we didn't just get rid of one. We came back in, we had a replacement one ready to go. That's been excelling the last couple months. It's been on an absolute tear. It's the G4M. So that's one of those things that's actually not on this slide that I probably should have put on here, but you really want to be looking for firms who are constantly developing. Basically, you have a dev team almost working for you, and you know that you're getting the best algorithmic systems constantly being put on the table month in and month out. Okay, back to number three. What's the underlying strategy behind their algorithms? Martingale and Grid can tell you steer clear. Okay, steer clear. I'm not a fan of those at all. There are concepts with martingale or small martingale strategies that can be okay, but anything that's just an endless martingale does not work. Martingale is basically when you lose, you double your position. You lose again, you double that position. You continuously double and double and double until your account basically gets margin called and you lose everything, or you maybe get one small win to take you back to even. They have pretty back tests, but I can tell you from firsthand experience, you can go do research on martingale Forex systems. Not going to name drop on here because I don't believe in that, but there's a lot of bad stories out there. Highly recommend steering clear of anything that does martingale or grid. Now here at Vincere, plus there are other firms out there that operate under rules-based statistical edge trading. They have the same rule criteria, not martingale. It's in and it's out. Stop losses and take profits, the same repeated trades over and over and over again. Next one, are they a one-trick pony, a one algorithm? Or are they just a complete correlated suite where everything takes longs at the same point, longs, shorts at the same point? You don't want to have all your eggs in one basket, because when that basket breaks or that hole in the basket opens up at the bottom, that egg drops, that's your capital just getting lit on fire and exploding on the ground. The real quantitative firms, the real hedge firms, the biggest players in the space all practice, and here's the favorite word again, diversification. You want to have uncorrelated algorithms, where if one's down, the other one can be up. If you go look at that My Futures book, you can see any one of our individual algorithms, which I'll show you here in a second. Not all of them are just these perfect runners, right? That's the honest truth. Some of them will have red months. Some of them will have red weeks, red days. In general, our algorithms independently have more winning days than they do losing days, more winning months than losing months. But there are times, yes, where you will have red months. But because they are uncorrelated and it's a diversified suite trading different styles, different instruments, that's going to give you that power, that strength, that diversification. So you don't have these big, colossal breakdowns. Can you verify the human in the trades? I don't know if you can tell, but this isn't like some AI robot thing on here. This is me in the flesh, sunsetting over here in Chicago. You want someone who's, in my opinion, faces here. You'll see here later in a second, I have a slide with all of our team members on here, at least most of them. We're all real humans. You're never going to have some AI chatbot that you talk with us. It'll always be a human that you respond to. It'll always be a human you can get on a call with, whether it's a phone call, whether it's a screen share call one-on-one like this, a strategy call. It'll always be with real humans based here in the US of A. Okay. If those people aren't trading with their own money, aren't trading with their own systems, if the team members aren't trading with those own systems, be cautious. You can talk with any of our guys. They're running these exact systems. They're running these algos. They know the algos, and they're all real humans. And if they're not, then man, I did a really bad job interviewing, but all the guys are real humans. Okay. So those are five. I know I kind of had that 6 point in there about a team that's constantly developing, but those are the top five things that you really should look at and assess whenever you're talking with any algorithmic development firm, whether it's us or anyone else.